And we're off on Uncle's shirt. Even if Uncle has sword, he does not bring a sword out with him. I don't know where he got a sword. So the start of the game in Uncle Asher's Sword Standard will always have a sword to do the rescue Zelda sequence. The, 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 the sequence is pretty straightforward. The only thing they'll be looking for is a bomb like the one you just got. So is Liam. And there's bombs in the chest, so there are a full 10 count on that already. How nice. So the game mode today is Uncle Shirt Standard mode. Uh, all dungeons key sanity on normal difficulty. A bottle in the first chest, going to be handy in car recall, would not orphan the sticky location. So a little more information about this group. This is Eriror's second match. He was 1-0 in this group. And this is Leon Atlas' fifth match. He is 3-1 at the moment. And we have a Sync going to Zelda's cell. And we are getting bothered by the green guard there. Nice power glove. So they are entering the sewer section in standard mode. We will be given a free light cone here during the escape. After that, you'll have to have the lamp to have the light down there. It is done so that the lamp can be in other places instead of the first three chests in the game, making more fun. He might. I was reporting the record on the challenge, so if he did play his second, it's not being reported yet. No need to bother with the snakes here, because we have all the bombs we need now. We're back in sync, checking the last 3 chests in escape here. Half magic, pretty useful. And the map to Swamp Palace, in Key Sanity, the map and the compass are not in their vanilla dungeon, and you cannot see which crystal or pendant they have without a map during a map check. So far, not a lot of progression in Escape. We'll see what's coming up in Kariko soon. Neither seems to be checking Numberjack tree at the moment. Since it's all dungeon, Agony is going to be done. So it makes more sense to check the Numberjack after you have the boots. Book in Lost Woods, Eriror is going straight to pedestal. Just call chat, move along while Leon picks out another map in Lost Woods. Well, that pedestal dream is pretty short-lived. So, Kariko, a home to a whopping 13 plus item locations. We have Moon Pearl here. Another sword. Titansmith, we have darker assets here on 3 Heart Master Sword. But we still have a lot of checks to do. I know it's tempting to think about Acre 1, but we still need 2 Castle Tower keys before that. Remember, this is Sanity. Liam got a map of Tower of Hera and immediately map checked. Unfortunately, that caught me off guard, so I did not see that. And Mirror from Chicken Hut. Well, we have a lot of themes. It will make pretty good routing in the Dark Light World Mirror location. That's for sure, with their current loadout. Big key to Mystery Mire. That's gonna be needed sometime down the line, since it's old dungeon. So looks like Eriror is going straight into Dark World while Leon Atlas is doing racing game with a first round divergence, and let's see where Leon goes from here. Going to pick out the 3 bomb because he's on a pretty low count on 4. Looks like Liam is also going to Dark World. Is just save and quitting from race game to do that. I'm not sure which walk is faster actually, but I think got a small edge here. Since he can mirror back from the digging game for the race game and such to save time on that front. Right hand side we have map check showing both Gold Woods and Swamp Pass being a crystal. Meanwhile, Era finding King of Samaria in Thieves Town. Liam is now getting the one worthless map as in Hyrule Castle. And Araya finished the first 4 in Thieves Town, finding the small key to Thieves Town. Without big key, he cannot continue, so he's going to mirror out and continue the village of outcast checks. Then Atlas is going to take the guaranteed gold small key here and complete the first part of Skull Woods. The key is guaranteed here because you can drop into this room, and if that chest is not the key, you have to save and quit. Our first of many pod keys in the Bumble Hut, and Leon finding the red boomerang in Skull Woods. Not exactly useful, but can stun the Gyptos. Takes out small key to Hera. Might be important. And our stun price is a heart. Leon finish off Skull is going to do a north loop. Is going to check the isolated location in Graveyard Ledge here. Or he isn't. He's going to Village of Outcast as well, I guess. Hera is going to take the Purple chest with him doing the full south loop here up to the Bumble's tablet. Very efficient routing by him. Demons is having some problem with internet. He will join me when he sort that out. Please be patient, please. Looking at latest, it looks like his internet is full bar, so I'm getting another call commentator. He will be here shortly. Another feature of Kisanity, talking to the bump guy will tell you the red crystals is Hera and Eastern this time. It will tell you the red crystal as well in other vault, but it's only useful in Kisanity, to be honest. That's big key to Hera and the small key to Desert in Type Cave. Both pretty much required. Tower Hera would be full clearable if we have a fire source to open the tile room chest and a way to access that, except unless we sequence break it. And looks like my partner is here. Hi, Minkang.
Hey, how's it going? I am just getting my Windows set up. How's it going?
It's been fine. They have Kari called Dark World SS on 3 hearts. Area is doing the south loop before the minimum cave. So is Liam.
Ooh, looks like really early Titansmiths. I see. I am just now joining this race. I'm sorry for everything. Seemed to have a little delay in getting a. Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer. So we're doing all dungeons, Key Sanity, looks like.
Yup. And Area is going to check the swamp hint and then continue to the normal south shore.
Hey, that's a pretty good hint.
It totally is hookshots in desert.
So we are just a flute away from being able to get that. Oh, we had the book already too. So, all right, I think I know where we might be going next. Have they actually been inside Desert at all yet?
No, they haven't. They just Era just completed the south loop of Dark World. It's only doing the south loop of Light World now.
Oh wow, those myths must have been really early then. Wow, good to have the mirror at this kind of time, so you can just check all of these high density locations in one trip through all this.
Yeah, Myth, Moonpearl, and Mirror in Carico.
All right, well that'll definitely put Desert on the radar a lot sooner than it would otherwise. It's a little difficult to get down there if you don't have um, like the boots to get whatever's on the torch or the flute to get down there quickly. So I can totally understand people putting that off for a little bit. Yo, nice tempered sword.
Yep, they are pretty low down on offensive.
Ooh, Liam. Yo, the boat, the boat's over there too. Oh man, this is gonna be a really great desert trip. I hope they can actually get the hook shot right now. Um, has Liam seen that hint yet? Do you know?
I don't think so. He does. He walk the purple chest to at Bumble's level and jumps right in the desert, I think.
Gotcha. All right. Even poor Ice Rod Cave was not spared the skipping treatment. Man, they really, dang, they really in there early. Uh-oh. Well, oh well. This I suppose this is key sanity. Do they have the big key already? I don't see
No.
it on Liam's tracker, so maybe not. Oh, there it is. It's just hanging out on the torch.
Well, hookshot in the desert, but we can't get it right now. Eriror does have a small key from Hype K, so he could potentially get more out of desert than Liam.
Oh yeah, that's true. Having both the desert keys this early on is it's pretty nice. It doesn't really happen all that often, but here we are. Eriror probably just trying just to clean up everything to make sure he doesn't orphan any locations before heading down there to desert. I don't know. Knowing that the hookshot was there would probably be pretty tempting enough for me to head down there as soon as I was done with whatever I was doing.
Yep. Well, Liam is checking off one off location in Akina's cave.
Yeah, may as well. It's with key sanity and especially with all dungeons, you got to check all of these one-off locations. You don't know where that one important key might end up for like I don't know, Hera Big Key, but it looks like Error's found that one already, just as an example though. Someone else noted if there are red crystals. So the issue with the in Key Sanity, the map checks don't actually show if the dungeon is a crystal or pendant until you find the map for that dungeon. So map checks are a little bit rare in Key Sanity. It would definitely be later on that people would actually check them, and especially in all dungeons, you may not actually bother checking it at all because you have to do everything anyway.
Yep. But Eriror has the foresight to talk to the red bond guy as he do the south loop, so we do know what the red crystals are, as in Eastern Past and Tower of Hera.
Oh well, there you go then. This is my coming in late. Speaking up, I'm missing all these small details. Actually, I might have been here when he did that. But let's just blame it on being late and not me. All right, so Error is taking that bait down to hookshot that he found the hint in Swamp Palace, saying that it was in desert. He's not going to be able to get it, unfortunately. But even better, I suppose he'll find the bow instead, which is honestly just as good.
Yeah. Hookshot does not really open anything yet unless you sequence break East Death Mountain, but the bow will open up the whole eastern pass for him, given that he's comfortable doing dark rooms.
Oh, does he have the Eastern Big Key?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one, sorry.
That's all right. It'll at least open up the two bow lock chests and pod. Those don't really need anything else to get inside. Um, well, as long as they can have access to the east side of Dark World, which appears that they don't, huh?
So that bow actually doesn't do anything.
So it doesn't do anything, yeah. Yeah, because it looks like we're not getting through Aghanim quite yet, and no flippers or hammer to get to the actual east side, so, oh well. Still a great item to find, to get out of the way.
Yeah, I suppose because the next dense location is going to be Sashra's hut, and then there's Graveyard Ledge.
Oh yeah, Eriror has the extra key here, so we're gonna get a little more item checks here than Liam was able to do, not having either of the keys. In fact, Eriror could get all the way to the boss. No, he doesn't have fire quite yet. Ooh, there's our flute.
Well, that's the key advantage he has. The key is from Hype Cave, like the Herabit key.
Looks like Liam's gonna pull off a fake flipper here. Just trying to find something to get him going in the right spot, but man, was the key just down in Hype Cave, and has he not been there yet?
Yeah, I don't think he visited there while walking the purple chest. Uh,
Oh yeah, because then he went straight to the tablet and then hopped down. Oh no. That's such a pain to get back to as well, considering they don't have the hammer to take the portal um, just south of Link's house. They don't have a way of getting that quickly. Oh no, Eriror, did he forget the big chest?
he doesn't have a big key. That big key is for Hera.
Oh, you're right. I am paying attention. That would explain it.
Bow is in Desert Edge. Area just got it as well, so we can mark both right now.
Alright, Liam's going to be the first player over to the Eastern Palace area. Going to be able to get at least 4 items here, I suppose. Considering our Eastern Palace big key is still not quite guaranteed.
Hera here is wasting his magic, going to pull out the fake powder glitch with that canvas Mario and the mushroom.
He's gonna have to go around. Oh, he's activating his flute, gotcha. Looks like Palace of Darkness is the green pendant, as told to us by Sahasrara. And nothing in his back closet. Well, there's not... Well, I'd say there wasn't a whole lot on East Death Mountain, but we can get up to Hera, though we don't have the fire to fully clear it. We will be able to check a good number of stuff up there. Just now having our Dark World access, but Eriror is going to continue his quest to use up all of his magic, and then yeah, gonna go do the fake powder before heading up to the mountain.
Yep, maybe check out the mushroom as well after the fake powder.
Alright, Liam into Eastern Palace here. It's nice that he has the bow and all, but unfortunately without that big key, there's not too much we can probably do here. Although Eastern Palace seems like a really... I don't know, it feels like it takes a while to check everything in here, right? If you don't have the big key to actually finish the boss. Maybe you'll find something in here that'll give him a pretty good advantage, because there's nothing really pointing Eriror to come over here and check these early accessible locations.
Yeah, in Kisanity, there's 2 more chests in here. Across all the big chests you can access here. I think has at least 4 checks here in Eastern Palace.
Yeah, there are 6 locations in Eastern, and minus the 2 we can't get. Now, the Magic Bat didn't have anything, but I can... Nope, we're not going to East Death Mountain yet. We are going to go turn in that mushroom. It just used up all of its usefulness. Oh no! That doesn't work. I don't think you can just fly back to 2. I think you have to... Isn't that right? Yeah, okay, you actually do have to walk a screen away.
And Area got old news, a surprisingly old news for 30 minutes in the compass in purple chest.
Ah, dang, nothing up mushroom. We'll take the arrows anyway. Oh yeah, I suppose we have access to our mire shed and the checkerboard cave right now. You're trying to find something that might help unlock a couple more things on Death Mountain before heading all the way up there. And I think that's just fine. Bombos for Mire today.
Yeah, he's likely looking for a fire source so he can actually full clear Hera as much as he doesn't want to do tile room.
Yeah, it's in Key Sanity. It's just one of those things. I gotta do this while I'm here. Hey, a big key to Thieves Town. Well, I mean that's something you can go do, but without the hammer.
Meanwhile, Liang finds his first castle tower key in Eastern Big Key chest. That's gonna be required.
Oh yeah, for all dungeons, they're gonna have to find both those castle tower keys. Well, there's Ether. It's not quite Bombos, but it is something. Maybe that'll be our Turtle Rock medallion.
Yeah, it's not Bombos, but it's a better weapon than Bombos.
Alright, Air, you're gonna save the dark room while Liam heads into the dark world over here. Might be... I'm not sure if they actually went into Thieves Town their first time here. Or maybe he's just doing cleanup.
Well, both did. King of Zamora is from Thieves Town, the first four.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's gonna go check out the graveyard ledge. This is a kind of distance away. It's a little annoying to have to come all the way back to when you don't have anything else over here you can do, but yeah, just a good a spot to check out as any, I guess, when you're kind of grasping for locations.
Hype will be on his mind, but it's also a pretty long walk there, so might be doing that after this.
Yeah, it's a pretty long walk. It's really difficult to get back to. It's just unfortunate that it seems to be where we're having to go right now. Just a heart piece up on Spectacle Rock and a heart piece in the cave above the graveyard. You're just gonna get a surprise item here. I think it's interesting that the additional hint over here has completely caused people to stop checking this item first. They just go straight in and check it. Well, no kidding. Keeps them big.
Hint, yeah, hint that he just about the item he just got.
That figures. That's how it goes, right? That's just how these hints end up going sometimes, I feel. Hey, did you find that thing that was just in the previous room? Well, or here's a hint to the thing that's in the next room. Why, thanks, hint tile. Well, just a heart piece or a heart container at Ether, but their effective health actually seems fairly low right now, so I feel like that would still be pretty welcome.
Yep, into Hera, a bit of a dungeon, but we might be leaving an item behind. Never mind, fire rod in basement. We have our fire source.
Right. Just in time, too. The hint tile here, the Turok Big Key is in Misery Mire. That's pretty nice to know.
Just hope that we don't have to go to walk for the mystery mine medallion. That's Bumbles.
Yeah, that's true. At least without the Turok Big Key, there won't be too many places we can go in Turok first. But it's just enough places to be annoying that you'd have to double tip it. Alright, Liam finally taking his walk back around the dark world. Gonna be happy to find out whatever's in Hype Cave. There's another big key to Ganon's Tower. Well, that one's pretty free.
That's hint tile.
No kidding. You don't say. Thanks, hint tile.
Feels like the tourist attraction. Uh, Hintel, like
Oh,
the thing you are looking at is the GameStar big key.
it's on display. It's the display cabinet right there. Oh my gosh. Alright, Moldorm isn't too bad. Eriror does have the blue mail, so if we will take 3 hits from Moldorm, and hopefully it won't need it. Yeah, it's just a spin and slash. See you later, dude. Wasn't really worried about the low health, it seems. Yo, there's the hammer. Even more convenient.
Yeah, just in time for East Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain SS.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back later for Hookshot Cave, but I don't think we're gonna be waiting on that. We're going over there right now. Right, Liam gets his Desert Small Key, which will unlock his flute. And Eriror is going to make the descent into the bottom of Tower of Hera. Having a little break right here, which is fine. Maybe he's still laughing from that big key location and hint, so he needs a second to calm down.
Yeah, I would.
Man, Desert was pretty good today, huh? Liam's going all the way down here, even though he already found. I love how the hint led to the hook shot in Desert, but you couldn't get the hook shot in Desert, so it gave you the bow instead. And now you have to come back here to get the flute. Desert's pretty loaded.
Well, Era rolled it better, got a high cave already before Desert, so he got both the bow and the flute in the same run. So I think he has a pretty decent advantage of them right now.
Yeah, that was super convenient, not having to walk all the way back down here for it again. Someone asked in chat about the item counts. So this is key sanity. So all the dungeon items, the maps, the compasses, the keys, those are all shuffled amongst the entire item pool rather than in the dungeon. So the typical item dungeon count doesn't really apply here. So say Eastern Palace, instead of having 3 items, well, now it has 6 because that's the total number of locations that are actually in the dungeon.
Well, yeah, except that was actually the compass to Tower of Hera as well.
Of course it was. Hera giving us a good number of jokes today. Alright, Quake will be our medallion for Turtle Rock today, so of course it's the one medallion, or rather, Ether is the only medallion we have, and it's also the only medallion that is not going to be useful.
So Dark Death Mountain check, then mirror into Light Death Mountain check. A whole lot of locations here.
Oh yeah, big time. Nothing in the Super Bunny though. Oh well. I'm gonna laugh and the boots are over here. And you have to go all the way down to Hookshot Cave. Or I'm gonna go all the way down to Desert to grab the hookshot, and you gotta come all the way back up to get your next progression item in Hookshot Cave. Speaking of places the boots would be handy, Spiral Cave is pretty up there.
Yep. With boots is a few dashes. With out boots, you just walk all the way and get bunked by the enemies.
Liam now getting his information about Vamos. Oh man, just for a green rupee too. Amazing. It almost feels like those open a chest mini games where you pick a random one, you might win big, but it takes you all this time to like pick the right chest, and it happens to be the single rupee chest. Here's your prize.
They have surprisingly low rupee count for checking a lot of chests.
Here's our Swamp Palace big key, so that'll be nice to have whenever going through Swamp Palace. having the the stress of, oh no, I might need to go back to Swamp Palace to open the big chest is it's always there, right? And that'll at least alleviate any of that.
Yep. Compass to Eastern Pass, not going to be useful. Compass in Kisanity tells you how many items you have collected in a dungeon. With players on this caliber, no, we don't need those.
There was nothing here on East Death Mountain. Yeah, there wasn't, was there? There was nothing in the Super Bunny, nothing in the Light World, and we can't check Hookshot Cave yet. Can't get into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, looks like it's about time for Pod and Eastern, I guess. Oh, Ira has one last check here, as in Spike Cave. Placing the portal up there here is pretty smart.
Yeah, Pod seems... It seems a little bit better with the hammer now, because you'll be able to skip the one door, but I don't know, I'd still be a little bit iffy about going there with only 2 small keys. That's a little scary. I'm not sure if he's going to go there. Maybe...
True that. Maybe finish up Seepstown is going to be more attractive.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Might end up leaving the big chest behind, concerning I don't think we have the small key quite yet, but I think that may be a little bit more attractive. At least, I guess I can also check out the hammer pegs when he's in the area.
Oh, the small key was found in Seepstown itself, so don't worry about that.
Oh, they do have the small key. I see the little one down there. Okay, you're right. Yeah, okay, that makes a whole lot more sense to go to Thieves Down now. Indeed, that is where we are headed. Maybe a quick stop on the hammer pegs first, but I don't know. You can also just easily do it afterwards. If I saved it till afterwards, I might forget. If I found something new and shiny in Thieves Town, I might be tempted just to leave after fighting the boss instead of remembering to go do the hammer pegs right after.
Also, with Fire Rod in hand from Hera, Hera can finish up Skullwood, going to be leaving a big chest behind. And he already checked the pedestal, so there's no need for that.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Pedestal isn't nearly as scary in all dungeons, I feel, but it is nice peace of mind not having to go all the way back there to pull that.
Yeah, really no need to pull the couch cache this seed.
I mean, if they want to, I'm not going to judge, but yeah, I don't think that's in the cards really. All right, there's Liam's fire rod. This area gets into the back part of Skullwoods. No, this is Thieves Town. And I'm gonna check this hint tile here. Swamp House Big Key requires a bomb. Well, we have that. So thanks, game.
Yeah, it'd be more useful to talk about the smoking instead.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we need that before getting anything else in there right now. Suppose we'd need the flippers first too. Well, it'll be a little bit till our next chest here in Thieves Town. Liam going through his not getting the coffee break he quite wanted, or that he deserved after playing Key Sanity.
Yeah.
But it will be well rewarded with the Tower of Hera item.
Yeah, go ahead. Tower is loaded.
I can't wait to see how he reacts to the GT Big Key up here in the hint. That's pretty great. Hey, that's not too bad.
That opens up actually Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, as long as they don't care about the lamp, I suppose they can go clear Eastern Palace and grab that second shiny crystal there. I have no idea how that fireball did not just hit Erir. I'm pretty sure he just walked right through that. Let me watch this again on the restream. Liam giving the same reaction of bombing the hint tile. That's so good. Yeah, I watched the fireball again on the restream and I have no idea how that went right through him. Ah well, here comes blind. Isn't Boot still locking Pyramid Fairy as it locks Hookshot? There's no need for Hookshot in the configuration here. We have access to Hera and Eastern Palace without the Hookshot. The only really weird thing would be the lamp is unavailable to do the Dark Room of Eastern Palace. Yeah, the GT Big Key hit is way too funny. I'm a big fan of that one. Alright, Erir, not finding anything too important except the Eastern Palace Big Key. I suppose that is pretty important. But it's gonna go and check out the hammer pegs before probably following up on that. This is always a pain to do without the boots, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Totally.
Yeah, that figures. If you're interested in a little bit more, he might be going up to check the graveyard ledge, actually. So I don't think that's something he's done quite yet.
I think he's going to complete Scolds first, claiming
Oh,
another
yeah?
dungeon.
That's a good point. That sounds like a great idea, actually. This Fred guard is so fast, get out of here. Oh, nope, never mind. Looks like we are going to the graveyard ledge. Well, Liam's about to get all of the items over here in East Death Mountain, and none of them being actually useful right now. That figures. You get access to so much stuff over here. There's nothing you can use. I guess the Swamp Palace Big Key is nice and all, but that's hardly compensation. Okay, Erir still might be going to Skullwoods. It's actually a pretty quick flight there from where he is. Having the mitts, it's super easy to get back. But it looks like he actually is just gonna walk back over there right now. It's like he thought about flying and then just decided, yeah, I'll just walk. I need the exercise.
Yeah, he never did that on his first trip to Dark World. Liam did check the first few chests, got a red worm and all of that.
Oh boy. Well, we'll at least have one other chest in Logic. Montula isn't really in Logic without the other 3 Skullwood keys, which I can't imagine many people find, actually, before doing Mothula. But I guess it is something to slightly keep in mind if he ends up dropping anything important that you would need to keep in mind. I'm not sure. But of course, we do have the one Firelock chest in the back that's underneath the bridge, so that's still a pretty high-profile item right now, I feel. Of course, the answer could just be Eastern Palace big chests. In fact, I think we might go see an Eastern Palace right after this. Eriror smartly skipping that first chest right there because that opens up all the holes in the floor, and he knows this chest that I'm about to pick up here is probably not going to be a small key for Skull Woods, so I might as well pick it up on the way back and avoid some holes in the floor. Alright, with that Thieves Town key in hand, Liam might be going to Thieves Town? Where are you headed? Oh, he has the fire rod. He's going to go to the rest of Skull Woods, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we'll be seeing the back half of Skull Wood check at just about the same time if Liam has indeed already done all these checks that Error is doing. Might have simultaneous moth fights coming up soon.
Yeah, that sounds about likely.
Oh, Liam has a screen advantage. Here we go. It's a race to moth. I love that poor little hard-hat beetle. He sometimes does that. He just bounces right off the thing into the spike. Poor guy.
Poor guy. Now with mirror, it doesn't really matter in Christianity what order of the chest you do. So looks like Leon is going to do a bridge chest first, while Aaron is going straight to moth.
Yeah, if I still needed, like, if I was still on Master Sword, I think I would absolutely go check that chest first. I think even in this situation, it being Keysanity, you're gonna check it anyway. You might as well get it. There's nothing that can really hurt. Yeah, there's not really much other firepower they could possibly want from Moth at the moment, though. So I could see it doesn't really matter if you're skipping it or not. Well, Liam taking that bridge chest first has denied us our simultaneous moth fight, but that's okay. Arrow makes quick work of Mothula anyway, and Liam is falling right down to follow. Only 4 hits with the Master Sword, so as long as he positions himself properly, it doesn't take too incredibly long here. There we go. And now we're switching places. So, nothing off of Skull Woods here. Might have to have an unfortunate trek here later on once we find the big key, but nothing right now. And Liam is just wondering, where the heck is his hammer? Oh, is he walking back to Skull Woods? Or, I'm sorry, to Thieves Town. Uh-oh. That's not good because that big chest has a very important item.
So did Leon not beam master who is up there? I wasn't paying attention to his stream back then.
That's a good question. Yeah, I think he's going into Thieves Town. That's a little unfortunate. He's gonna... Oh no, how long is it gonna be before he comes back there and gets that big chest? Oh no. Well, shoot. That's just how it goes, huh? Maybe if the Armos Knight locks off something major, it'll kind of bottleneck Liam to heading back there earlier rather than later.
Yeah. Hammer is on Mordor, so if Liam did kill your Mordor, he should have that.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Doesn't he have it? Liam, pause the game for me. Please, I gotta know, dude. Alright, Eriror is heading into the Palace of Darkness here. Only has 2 pod keys, which isn't a whole lot. You need at least 4 in Key Sandy to grab everything in here. And that's if you're doing some funky door skips and bomb jumps. So, no, he's not going to pod. He's going to be first. That makes sense. Yeah, he's got to switch to bombs here in a second, so we're going to see. I apologize if I missed something as... Well, yeah, because he went and saw the GT big key that he got. So, of course, he's beaten Moldor by now, right? There's no reason he wouldn't have the hammer. Yeah, he's got it. Okay, good. I don't know, I was all doom and gloom. But no, everything's fine. He'll be able to get his Eastern Palace big key from the chest, and everything is gonna be just fine.
Yeah, everything will be fine. He'll be a little bit behind, but not as catastrophic as if he didn't beat Mordor. So both armies are doing checks each other has done. So if you're enjoying what they're bringing on the show, don't forget to follow this runner, Radar and Leon Atlas. Everyone choose this standard key sanity for us tonight, this morning. It's been great.
Yeah, thanks all for coming out this early morning in the Americas. Of course, it's the shovel. I hope that leads to the lamp. Shovel in the big chest of Eastern Palace. It's kind of an annoyance, but you're probably gonna find out. You're probably gonna find that anyway, and always check it. It's just one of those delayed disappointments that, oh well. I know I'm going to be disappointed, but I gotta wait for a little bit longer to get disappointed. But no, it could be just something just as good in this case. Alright, let's see how Liam's blind fight goes.
First facing some script.
Yeah, it takes a hit right at the end there, but otherwise, super good. Grabs the pendants off him.
Era entering the one of the hardest dark room in the game. Good thing this dark room has torches, so you can light them with a fire rod and get through it with no problem.
A pretty difficult dark room. I'm not a fan of doing that one in the dark, so if, yeah, Fire Rod makes that a whole lot more accessible. Alright, here with the Armos Knights, we got plenty of arrows. No worries here. Oh, never mind. Okay, not worry.
Oh nice, dropping a map telling us it's going to be the crystal.
Liam activating the fake powder before going to turn the mushroom here. And is now dipping into pod with only 2 small keys, as we mentioned earlier. This is a little bit scary, but we're kind of starting to run out of other spots, right?
Yeah, totally.
So there's probably something here. Is he gonna open up this one door? No, it looks like he's gonna try to avoid it. Which is just as well. He'll be able to get all the way to the back if he really wants to. And that's actually pretty attractive, actually. Yeah, heart pieces above the post. Well, that would have been a good hint, but that's fine.
And looks like Liam is going to do the pod Eastern combo as well, getting that big key out of Siege Town. Looks like doing pyramid first, so
Have we seen this item yet?
no, we haven't.
Ooh. Ooh. Big fan of those.
Yep,
Boot.
and go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, boots in the east side of Palace of Darkness here, and I think Liam might be actually headed that way as well, so he'll be getting them fairly shortly as well. Yeah, no keys to get that.
You don't need any keys to get that chest if you have a bow.
Oh man, I'm glad that as late as these boots kind of feel at an hour in, both players are going to be getting them very shortly between each other, which is always nice to have. Vanilla Pod Big Key.
Quality art.
Oh man, and the lamp's here too. All right, I'm pretty down for this pod now. This is really good.
Yeah, the pod has given us enough.
So, Eriror not opening that one center door, we'll be able to check. With the bomb jump, he'll be able to get everything back here. He won't be able to get the harmless Hellway chest because he's not gonna have any keys to get that. But he will be able to check everything else here. And I suppose Helmasaur as well. He won't be able to do. Might have been tempted to go to Helmasaur right there, but I don't know. Oh no, I had a little trouble with these dudes.
Well, with how the seeds are going, I suspect we're going to see one pod key down behind there.
You're probably right. It's gonna be a little weird for routing as well. He's gonna have to go to the back of the right side. Oh, he's gonna bomb jump just right now? No, okay, he's just setting up the first one. He's gonna have to come back through here. Since he can't take the harmless Hellway door, he's gonna have to go back across the broken bridge. Or the breaking bridge, I suppose it won't be broken at the time. And then just go back up again. Hey, these silvers are pretty nice. Oh, I guess you can just do the bomb jump from this direction, huh? You don't have to come from the bottom.
Yeah, I heard doing this side is actually easier from some people. I hear that from some people.
Yeah, you might get a little bit of extra time. I'm not actually sure.
So we're in Dark Maze. I think a Postmobi cannot be in here, right?
I'm pretty sure that it's still the case that a small key cannot be in here for pod. Yeah, because you could use the keys everywhere else and that would be locked out unless you knew the bomb jump. Very nice Armos Knights from Liam.
So with that lamp, that actually puts Eriror's Eastern clear back in logic, so we can access the pyramid very now. But Eriror is going to do what?
He's grabbing his hook shot.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna grab his hook shot. For what?
That's a good question. It doesn't really unlock anything except for Hookshot Cave right now, right? Because we don't have those flippers quite yet for Swamp.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movement option, but you have the boots as well, so just in case he doesn't forget later, I guess.
Yeah, speaking of boots, we have those 2 bootlock locations coming up here in just a moment. Um, has anyone checked the lumberjack ledge? Do you know?
I don't believe so, so error in my checklist this time as well.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. You're in the area. That is not a good bomb throw. Oh no, Liam. That's fine. I've done that one before too. It's fine. He'll be well rewarded with his boots. It's all worth it. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah, it's just cash. Oh well.
I mean, that's Sora found. They can afford that for a while now, but I suspect they want to do it with catfish.
Oh, have they not been to Zora then? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That would be
Well,
a...
they fake flipper to the area, but they were extremely poor at the moment.
Oh,
That's Ice Rod.
that is the ice rod. We are going to need that, which means we need to find that other Aghanim's Tower key. Actually, okay, Eriror is about to make a nice chain of items here. He's going to be able to check the Pyramid Fairy. Never mind, he's going to go get the the dig spot first. But he'll be able to check the Pyramid Fairy, the Pyramid item, and then go up to Catfish, Mirror, and do Zora all in one big trip. As long as whatever's here doesn't distract him otherwise, I guess. I don't think that's going to distract him.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Alright, Liam is on his second loop of pod, trying to save that one small key for the back of the dungeon here.
Looks like our last pendant is on Ice Palace. The rest are regular crystals.
Is that actually the last? Oh yeah, that is the last pendant, because we got the other one in Thieves Town, that's right. Yep, looks good to me. I'd be interested if Eriror or Liam decided to go fight Helmasaur right here, considering they had to use their last small key on that. I think it's a good idea not to do that, but I think it would have been pretty interesting if someone had decided to. But Liam, now with the lamp in hand, is gonna go check out the dark room spots back here. There wasn't really too much back here. I don't think so. Might have been some cash is all. We are going to see the big bomb now. The Pyramid Fairy housing her 2 items. Well, I mean, that's not awful.
You don't need that, but it's one item location, then maybe put the Ice Palace in logic.
Yeah, depending on where that other key is. That's... Well, I guess we don't have the flippers yet, but that still might not stop him. He might end up going to check that anyway. Eriror only has 1 Aghanim's Tower key, but he is going to dip in here. Having the 1 key lets you get both chests that are in here, so I think it's still a fine idea to go here, considering he was right next to the dungeon anyway. And it's actually really fast to get these 2 items.
Yeah, they're on the lower floors.
Thankfully. I'm glad there isn't a chest key, like, near the top of the tower. That would be awful. but is definitely on the hunt for that other Egg and Tower key. Not only because we have to do the dungeon anyway, but that ice rod is super tempting. Be really nice to have that before going into Turtle Rock. I mean, not that we have access to Turtle Rock anyway, we still need that Quake Medallion, and we would need at least 3 small keys to get over the Trinex.
And the big keys to Turok as well. We know that big keys in Misery Mire, so there's that.
Yes, that is true. That is definitely good information to have. I think Liam is going to be doing the same routing as well here. Going to be digging up this thing and hopefully going to go do the same things that Eriror is doing with the Pyramid Fairy. But I guess he's already checked out the pyramid, so he might be a little less inclined. Yeah, he's dipping out. Oh, he's going to go get his hookshot. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd be interested to see what's in Hookshot Cave at this point. It's really hard to make the trip up there when you still can't get into Turtle Rock, so I could see the reluctance to get all the way back up there.
But on the other hand, we're actually running out of checks, in logic checks.
Yeah, we sure are. It wouldn't surprise me to see the flippers up there. And then we gotta go into Ice Palace. Alright, never mind. I know where we're going.
Yep, pretty clear. We are going to Misery Mire. And we're actually without a small key. So we cannot do a quick routing here.
Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta... Yeah, you can't get to the left side chest. Well, I mean, you can get there with the keys that are inside the dungeon, so that's really no issue. But yeah, it's just... Yo, nice quick stair climb there from Liam. That's actually a little strange to do, having to hold out your sword. Then you have to hold your sword out and also hit hookshot and dash on at the same frame. And then you can go upstairs super quickly. It's very strange on the hand to make that motion with it. Alright, Misery Mire. Alright, we are going to be finding the Quake Medallion in here. But, no, I'm sorry, we'll be finding the Turtle Rock Big Key in here, that's it. And another really big plethora of items. Misery Mire, of course, in the normal game has only 2 items in it, but in Key Sanity, that number is increased by quite a bit. I think there's at least 8 in here, I want to say.
Yeah, there's 8. Just 4 small keys in the vanilla game. Useless small keys at that.
Yeah, that's right, because you don't even need the small keys for anything. You don't even need them to get to the boss.
Speaking of useless small keys, there's a small key to Skull Woods.
Don't worry, Eriror did not forget that chest up there. He's going to be on his way downstairs to Victorious. He'll be hookshotting to that chest and then taking the fall to reset the room again. And we will be able to see this hint tile most likely. He's going to be checking it. Yo, a big key. It's a desert. Alright, there's Land Mullas. Which is really convenient because we can just mirror straight there after this.
Yeah, this seed has been pretty well rolled for them.
Yeah, I think so. Yo, nice first frame turnaround opening that chest. Don't think I didn't see that area. You can turn around, I believe. I don't want to sound wrong here, but how I think it is that you can turn around on the first frame. You open up a chest, so you can open the chest with your back to it, and you can look really fancy. And that's the point, is to look really fancy.
Yep. Swag is another scoring item in Link to Past randomizers.
Yeah, we got a checklist of all the points someone can look good while playing. And that's one of them right there. Eriror getting the information about a nice cup of tea will be helpful for the seed, but he already got his tea break during the Hera basement. So that's the only one you get. Sorry, there's no more.
Gets a bottle to fill with his tea, so can have the tea later.
Just in time. Yeah, that's true. Here's your teacup right here. Liam is going to be our first player to check out the hookshot cave here. There's really nothing else to do up here other than this, but it is 4 items right here that have been in logic for, just a little bit, but it's kind of hard to want to come up here. But let's see if it pays off. There's another pod small key in the Meyer big chest. There's the cave, and there's the flippers in the hookshot cave indeed. Alright. Ice Palace is looking better and better, as is Swamp Palace at the moment.
Well, Swamp Pass hasn't looked yet. We need a small key for access.
That's true. Alright, never mind. Swamp Palace is not looking so hot anymore. We did see that the cape is not going to be any useful. I do remember them checking out the bumper ledge. Only 2 spots left for that Turtle Rock key, right? I don't think he's found it yet.
Yeah, it's this one called the Victorious.
Oh, it's a Swamp Small Key, okay. Wow. Alright, both players holding out on an item that the other one really wants right now. Liam's not at a nice palace right now. He's gonna not capitalize on those flippers quite yet here, which is good because coming up here he's gonna find his Bombless Medallion.
An interesting area. After finish dungeon is going to go beat out Lemos with that Desert big key. After that, I think he still only has Hookshot Cave left.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot. He'll be fighting those flippers very soon. He's not really missing out on anything, not having them right now. He's getting a lot of stuff done that he needs to do still.
Also, Era just scored some swag points doing the Fire Rod glitch. Given that if you do some setup, you can use the Fire Rod to hit the crystal switch off screen to change the packs. You don't have to walk one. You have to walk one less room, which is pretty good. Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun thing to pull off. We'll add that to his checklist of cool things he's done. And there is our Turtle Rock big key off of Vitreous. So once we get that quick medallion, oh, I suppose we still need another Turtle Rock small key to get the Trinex. Hopefully that other Castle Tower key is not in Turtle Rock. We need to find that so we can get the Ice Rod. Alright, Liam about to grab Bamos. Gonna be pretty relieved to find that. Ooh, he's walking out. Is he going to Ice Palace?
Yeah, with his current setup, Ice Pass does also make sense.
Yeah, it really does. You got those flippers. You just found them. Why not? Go ahead and finish that dungeon you need to do. Oh, yeah. What's it do? Oh, nope, we're leaving. He has other things in mind here. Yeah, he wants to go right into Meyer, it seems. Alright. A little bit of indecision, and that's totally understandable. And Key Sanity, man, I have all these completely different things I can do right now. Which one do I want to tackle first?
Well, at least those are good decisions, dungeons that he can mostly clear. Unlike in other instances of Key Sanity, you have a lot of bad choice, a lot of dungeons you cannot full clear.
Yeah. Alright, here comes Eriror with land maws, with silver arrows in hand. Let's see if he can nail all 3 of these. So easy. No problems there. I have no idea. That fire rod shot just barely missed that Wizrobe there on Liam's side. That was super close. Oh, somehow that one didn't hit that guy. Wow. These sneaky wizards, dude. We're probably headed up to Hookshot Cave. There's not really much else place to go right now.
Yeah, there really isn't.
I think... I wonder... I mean, I guess it's gonna be swamp or ice. There's really no other place for him to go. It probably doesn't really matter which one you do first. Let's see, what do we actually still need here in terms of items? Is it just the Aghanim's Tower key and Quake? Oh, we still
Yeah,
need the Turtle Rock Small as well.
yeah, that looks like it. A Torah small key, Quake medallion, and again, Agnes Tower key, right?
Yeah, because that'll unlock our Ice Rod for us. Yep, I think both players do know where the Ice Rod is, so that's good. There's not going to be any hunt for that. Yeah, I know they need Ice Rod. I was counting it in with the Aghanim's Tower key, just because of their knowledge of where the Ice Rod is. But I suppose Swamp and Ice are both equally attractive at this point. Swamp, of course, has more items than Ice Palace. Well, is that true in Keysanity? It's actually probably pretty similar then, huh? And Ice
Well,
Palace?
yeah, let
Oh,
me
go ahead.
count. Ice Palace have 3 in normal, uh, 3 on right side, one in the first chest, and Ice Tea Room big chest, and Cold Stair they make 7, and Swamp Palace have 1 small key, 1 big key, 1 map, and compass is 6 items that makes 10. So there's a 3 item difference.
I suppose Ice Palace also has the distinction of having 3 hint tiles in it, but at this point, you're probably not going to find a hint that's incredibly useful. I think I'd rather just do Crystal Dungeons and get them out of the way. Probably check the high density locations. And also, of course, Swamp Palace has that scary left side, which is seeming pretty likely that we'll be able to skip it, considering there's only 2 things over there, and we're running out of stuff we need, but who knows, we'll see.
I don't know. If there's a big lesson I learned doing Christianity is that you don't skip anything.
Yeah, that's true. I can definitely agree with that one. Alright, Eriror having the Swamp Small Key is... Liam just used up all of his magic. Oh, he's gonna be fake powdering. Hey, there's a nice use for fake powder. Ha! I love it, dude. Yeah, fake powder can actually be used anywhere. It's not only for the magic bat.
I think at least right on that pause screen show that he does have the Ice Palace big key. So both dungeons should be full clear now.
Yeah, I was pretty
Ice
sure they
and
had
Swamp.
one already. Oh, yeah, I know he has the Swamp Big Key, but I'm actually a little curious. Have they found the Ice Palace Big Key? I thought I've seen it, but I'm not positive anymore.
I also believe I've seen that.
Alright, let's look for D5. Oh, that was really fast, but I think I saw him having it. I'm not sure anymore. Let's see if
Yeah,
I can see it on the restream.
I think both 4 to 7 is checked. Big key spot.
Okay, yeah, he definitely has the Ice Palace Big Key. nice fire shield there from the big chest. Which probably won't help us out too much. Ooh, small key to Turtle Rock. Hey, that's one thing we need. He's going to be checking out the left side here. And yeah, you're right. In this situation, you don't leave anything behind. So it's a little annoying to have to do, but you just got to do it. Thankfully, it does not drown the key. It's so easy to get kind of sidetracked in your mind about thinking about what you're going to do when you're done with this thing and just accidentally flood that thing. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe no one else has that issue.
And also with the silver, just shoot each and every in center and get his Turtle Rock big key out of the fight.
And here comes the left side of Swamp Palace here. Looking pretty low. Low chance at this point, but who knows. Think of the key sanity, it's a hard skip. Well, it would have worked out this time.
Hey, Blue Boomer has some nice little tricks you can do with that.
I guess you're right. We'll see if we get any use out of it in GT. Well, I guess we have the GT big key already, so we probably won't see any use out of it in GT.
Oh yeah, the tricks are in Gas Tower Basement, which we won't be seeing this seed because they have all the pendant dungeons done or doable already. Unlike other old dungeon seeds, we have access to pendant dungeon in Gas Tower. Those are always fun.
Yeah, it was really nice of the seed to let him do that. Someone suggesting the other castle tower key on Moldarm 2. Who knows? That's pretty up there, isn't it?
I don't think that's possible because you need that key to do Turtle Rock, which is a crystal.
Yes, that's right. Good point. Turtle Rock, knowing it is a crystal, we need that other castle tower key in order to get the ice rod. So it really limits where it can be in this situation. We know it isn't going to be in Ganon's tower, and I guess while that's going to be just about it for its limitations, that's still pretty significant. Yo, nice land moles from Liam. Option to use the fire rod. Yo, look at this Argus though! Oh my gosh! Oh, it gets the whole thing!
Wow.
Yo. Alright, put that one on the checklist.
Zero Cycle Argus.
That's super great. That's hard to get started. It's kind of weird on your fingers having to do that, but he nailed it. And then all the hook shots afterwards were, you know, the little Argus puffs were in position enough to grab all of them. That was super slick.
Oh, he did rank third on his qualifiers, so this should be pretty. We must have practiced all that.
Yeah, I'll say. You don't get that accidentally. That's definitely a practiced thing. Alright. Area into Ice Palace while Liam goes into Swamp. What was in Swamp? There wasn't anything too important. There's the Turtle Rock small key. That was pretty important. But we'll see if that Quake Medallion is indeed sitting here in Ice Palace. Or are we gonna go back into Pod? We do have 4 pod keys now. We'll be able to check the rest of the chests. And fight Helmsaur as well.
Well, I'd prefer we found the Castor small key here, and I think that and quick here, that would be our go mode. We don't have to do any other dungeons.
Yeah, if both of them would be here, that'd be super great, but man, that's a little... I don't know. I'm satisfied with one item, but I guess we saw earlier Desert had so much, so who knows.
Yeah, Desert, Hera, and Pod are both all loaded with seed. So the hint tells us a unique item is in Pod. Maybe that's a lamp?
That's either the lamp or the boots, I imagine, yeah. I wouldn't
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, go ahead. It could be
Ah,
the boots hint that's always that's always there in Kisati.
oh, yeah, that is true. So, that would, yeah, I guess the boot hint doesn't always specifically specify the boots, right? It could also just say unique item.
Yeah, and I want to correct that is not only Kisati, the boot hint is exists in every game mode, which is
Mhm.
pretty nice of them to do that.
Yeah, it really is. I do remember one time checking the Palace of Darkness hint, and it said that the boots were in Palace of Darkness, and that just got me excited. Like, oh, hey, I know what I'm getting soon. So, not exactly a useful hint, but it was still an exciting hint. Alright, nothing yet from Ice Palace. It is nice being able to come in here with the small key, though. It makes routing a whole lot better, because you can go check out those 3 items on the right side first thing.
Looks like he's heading to Ice Tea with this routing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be checking out the hint tile, then going all the way down to the bottom, and then probably going to bomb jump to check the freezer chest, and then falling back down again for the big chest.
The final hint is also useless, a compass in Tower Hera. Little did he know that the compass is for Tower Hera as well.
Of course it was. With any luck, they'll find that Castle Tower key first. I'm not quite sure if that's going to happen because of how little we have left to check, but it would be really nice if that could happen. Let's see if Eriror can get this bomb jump. There we go. There's a nice setup for that to knock yourself diagonally there. Hey, red mail. Not going to complain about that.
So 2 locations left here in Ice Palace.
There it is. There is our Quake Medallion. So, it's not quite going to be Ice Rod and Turtle Rock, but I mean, it's not much different, right? We gotta go into Turtle Rock to get the Ice Rod, is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, and it sure looks like that way.
Of course.
As is tradition.
Oh yeah, I hope Liam checks out his, look at this dash strat. Oh no! It almost worked out. As you're charging up your dash, I believe your sword does actually, is that? Oh my gosh.
That is.
Never
We have
mind.
no mode uncles there.
Never mind. Both our last items were actually in Ice Palace. We are not dipping into Turtle Rock first. That's really convenient. I hope Liam actually. What was I saying before then? Yeah, I hope he gets the Ice Palace big key before heading into Ice Palace. That would be really unfortunate leaving that behind. Alright, Eriror just needs to come over here and take out Helmasaur, and then we are heading up Death Mountain for our last 2 dungeons. Oh wait, no we're not. We're doing Aghanim's Tower first, I hope.
Lim after Swamp should be in a prime position to go to the big bomb, so I can see he just do that.
Yeah, coming out of Swamp Palace is probably as close as you're gonna get to the bomb shop, so you might as well go check it after this. Alright, Liam going for the one silver arrow shot. This guy is so slimy, it's really hard to land the arrow right where it needs to be. But it does get a refill on arrows, that's nice.
We have exactly one more small key here, just enough to do the Helmasaur.
Oh, I thought they had enough keys to check out all the items in pod if they really wanted to. I mean, not that they need to, but I thought the 4 would have been enough. Did he? He didn't open the center door, did he? I don't think so.
No, I think it was a 3, not a 4.
Oh, yeah, whatever. That's fine. Meanwhile, Liam is indeed going to be getting his Ice Palace big key before going to Ice Palace, thankfully. That's definitely going to work out.
Yeah.
But other than that, has a little bit of catching up, I think.
Yeah, this seed is pretty well rolled. The only point of divergence is actually after getting a hook shot, you go to Meyer, Zora from Bumbles from Meyer or Hookshot Cave, but they all converge immediately to the Swamp Palace. So this is the kind of seed I guess the writer is looking forward to when he pick this kind of setting, right?
Yeah, it wasn't really that difficult, I feel. Everything was kind of nicely laid out here. I'm really glad. I'm so glad Liam got that Ice House big key. I don't know if I would have done that, but I would probably gamble a little too much, I think, when I'm playing someone as good as Eriror. But I guess I said Liam has some catching up to do. He is just an Ice Palace behind, but that could still be pretty significant considering this is going to be a full clear of Ice Palace. Alright, there's our green pendant off Helmasaur, though I don't think we're going to go turn that in. As quick as it would be, we do not need any more items. We're going to Aghanim 1 next, the castle tower, and then we will head up to Turtle Rock to do those last 2.
Yep, that's all area needs to do. Straight for Agnes Tower, into a gold motor rock, then into a straight upstairs Agnes Tower. The most exciting part of Kismet is you actually get to go straight upstairs in Agnes Tower.
Yeah, it's really great, actually. I'm a big fan of that. The GT Big Key Hunt is probably one of my least favorite parts, honestly, just because of it. It's just it's an actual crapshoot at that point. There's no real strategy that goes with it. I feel other
I
people
mean,
might feel differently.
yeah, I mean in Kismet it can be a bigger crapshoot because instead of Agnes Tower it can be anywhere, but you can get it before you go to GT. That's the fun part.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I suppose when you also don't have to check it for pendant dungeon items to complete those pendants in all dungeons. Luckily, we didn't have to do that today.
Yeah, so areas lead start from actually the start of seed when have the Darkwood assets. He does his south loop in one run with the hype cave and such. While Liam has to take 2 walks there. So that's his first advantage. It's just overall routing area has done more efficiently that lead to this current lead of his.
Yeah, his execution's been quite nuts as well. Alright, Liam falling down to Cold Stare, but has to go back up to check a couple more chests here. Did get his Quake Medallion, so I suppose he could just go fight Cold Stare if he wanted to, but it's not a gamble he's willing to make, which makes a whole lot of sense. Alright, and down goes Zelda. We won. GG, everyone.
We're not playing Zelda 1 randomizer with Dark Knight here.
I love how in Z1 randomizer you can just there's so many extra sprites that can be changed. It's so funny.
That's 3 in a row blue balls for first cycle. Nice job, Aghanim.
I remember in one Inamizer I played, you can Aghanim's sprite had Link's head, and I was lucky enough to have picked Zelda to play that day, so it was actually pretty funny.
I should try that someday.
Only the most exciting boss fights here on Ares' screen. Waiting for Aghanim. I'm a little disappointed they took out the blue ballless Aghanim 2 or Aghanim 1 fight. Oh well.
Oh well, they have the same blue ball count Aghanim fight instead, so both will be seeing 5 if they didn't make any mistake.
Yeah, it's nice that each runner at least gets the same amount. I can't complain about that. It's just that, man, what an engaging boss fight. I don't know. Alright, Ares gonna be grabbing his ice rod here as Liam is heading down into Cold Stare to grab his last castle tower key. He will be very pleased to find. Oh no, it's the bees!
Select!
Oh jeez. It's the main enemy of that screen is the lag you get just from knocking all those crazy bees out. Ooh, Liam, Cold Stare kind of got away from him, but Tempered Sword is going to be a quick cleanup.
They kick out the initial spin, but after a little while, they just got away.
Alright, that full clear of Ice Palace did take quite a bit of time here. Now has to do all the pod and Aghanim's Tower. While Eriror already has those done. It's gonna be a really big hurdle to get across here if we want to see this race in any sort of closeness, but that's fine though. He won't be too far behind.
Yeah,
at least it won't be. It's not like it's gonna be a complete blowout or anything, so I think it should still feel really good about it.
Yeah, this should feel pretty nice to run. Everything is pretty much streamlined for you.
Finally, our first trip into Turtle Rock. We're not even gonna check this hint. We don't care. We don't care. There's nothing else we need.
I mean, he still checked the castle tower hint even he's already in go mode.
That's true. He did check that, didn't he? That's pretty funny. But that's all right. We will need to get the extra keys. Since we only have 3 Turtle Rock keys, we will need to grab the extra keys from both of the Pokies. That one right there, and the one right before the other place, right before the lava island. As long as he doesn't open up the door.
Somewhere logic is screaming, you're not supposed to do that yet, but we're speedrunning, we don't care about that.
In all honesty, at this point, the last Turtle Rock key is probably here, but we're not gonna find it. Nice. Alright. He does not open the door. That might cause a huge headache if he were to, because we have no idea where that key is, but good.
Yeah, good point about that. There really isn't a lot of place for that small key. We might find that in pod while finding a few pod small key here in Turtle Rock.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't even need to go all the way around to check the big chest. We can just head straight into the back here. It's really nice.
Just searching through everything, not checking any of the chests. You know, Gold Motor is surprisingly shorter than I think in Christianity because all the chest is on side road, so when you skip them you just skip a lot of time waste.
Yeah, it's a lot more satisfying than go mode in a normal normal mode when you still have to find keys and such. It's pretty nice here. Oh no, detonates the smart block just a moment too early. It's fine. I'm unchecking that one from his coolness checklist.
Okay, try next. With Temper Sword, you can't quite get 0 cycle, but you can still beat the heads pretty fast.
Yeah, it doesn't get too much faster than that. Gets chomped right at the end there by the Trinex head, but it's fine. As Liam ticks down Aghanim 1, we'll be heading up to grab his ice rod and 2 pods still, I guess. He's gotta do that one.
And he's going there from Pyramid. Not sure if that's going to be faster to flute or...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But it's just
It's
there.
probably still fast. Yeah, it's probably still faster. Just run there from here. Yeah, I'm not sure. It probably doesn't really matter in the end. Fluting is faster? Oh, well, there you go then. Maybe then I could see mirroring at the bottom of the pyramid and just running over to the ice rod from there. Maybe, I'm not sure. Alright, upstairs in Ganon's tower, we have all 4 small keys. Nice, we ended up finding all of those. Not much you could possibly want at this point. Gonna be able to get everything super easily. No need to check any chests. We're going straight up. At least Aghanim 2 is a little more interesting than Aghanim 1.
Yeah, more balls to deflect and more interesting as a fight in general.
Oh, attempted to get a setup for a dash right there. You can get just the right spot. You can actually dash through a very small gap in those cannonballs. Really hard to do. Really hard to set up that one up. Let's see how his execution in the gauntlet goes. That's probably my least favorite room in the game, with the 3 red skeletons. Yo, nice lineup to just knock both those guys out while blocking off the wall.
Yeah, without hitting that laser statue. That's a pretty good gauntlet.
That bonk that he did as soon as he entered the room, he did the bonk, he swung. Oh, nice dash. He bonked, he swung, and then he walked left there. I wonder if that was some sort of timing setup.
Doesn't even bother to take out Samaria.
Oh wow, yeah, that's really interesting.
I mean, a 1 cycle is a 1 cycle. It's just whack points.
It saves the menu, that's for sure. Nice fire rod dash there. Dang, dude. Seeing like super good execution is one of my favorite things about Randomizer, because you can only get excited about finding the fire rod or the bow so many times, but true good execution is still a pretty big rarity, I feel, when it comes to whoops, nice bomb throw. Thank you for doing that bomb throw as I was talking about the wonderful execution. No, I'm joking. Oh man, I get that. I do that all the time
Commentator's
though.
curse.
Yeah, there you go. But it's still great seeing the superb execution that is still a pretty big rarity in Rando. Not to say that Rando doesn't have good execution players. I'm just saying that the higher top tier is pretty small. You can see like the very small intricate things that he does that other players just don't do.
Yeah, the coaster in August fight being the perfect example of what good execution can bring you.
Yo, that Argus was pretty rad. Let's see if Aghanim 2... Oh my gosh, this pattern's awful. This one's a little better. Yeah, I can't... Yeah, 2's fine. Okay, that would have been a really unfortunate blue ball there, because if he had taken a hit, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get the other 2 shots reflected into him. Alright, Liam is headed up to Turtle Rock to go fight Trinex.
Meanwhile, Eriror meanwhile Mara is going off the Gaines Tower for the final fight.
Let's go. We got plenty of magic. We got plenty of health. I say plenty, but both those values are about half. It's still plenty, though. Very nice. Spin off the trident, but it seemed like one of the hits might not have registered. I don't think the trident spin there was the desired outcome.
That's the 6 spin he needs.
Phase 3, just waiting on these teleports. As far as I know, it's a 50-50 whether he teleports or not. Which can lead to some pretty hilarious situations when you just gotta wait longer and longer. For some reason, he just won't do it. Nice setup there for at least a double.
Yeah, don't quite need a tortoise. I got the triple.
Triple even. Ooh, good thing I covered myself and said at least a double. Alright. And Eriror will be the first place finisher in this race with a time of just about whatever his timer says. I'm
Yeah,
not actually in the race channel.
yeah. It's official. It's our time is 1 hour 56 minutes 29 seconds.
Oh, exactly what it says then. Nice.
That was a beautiful executed seed by Raya. And let's see if we can get him in for an interview.
Why, yes, we do. Hello and congratulations, Eri.
Ooh, thanks.
That was some pretty stellar GT execution. We were a big fan of that.
Yeah, aside from that bumpable wall part, that was less than stellar, but the rest was actually really good. Can't complain too much.
It's okay. You messed up the bomb wall right as I was complimenting your execution. So if you want to blame anything, it's probably me.
Yeah, it was just like some time space continuum thing. I see.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did catch the restreamer at the end, so it was pretty ironic when I heard that. I knew it was coming too. So, but yeah, it was a nice seat actually. I mean, I did lost location some stuff, but that's pretty inevitable if you try to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah,
So
key sand all done.
I really wasn't unhappy.
Yeah, I don't think there's really too much to really complain about. I mean, I came in a little late, so I missed a lot of the early game going on here, but it looked like everything was just kind of in the way, right? There wasn't too much out of the way. Like maybe the Ice Palace big key was a little out of the way, being at the Pyramid Ferry, which ended up being required. But I mean, you don't have any issue finding that. The boots might have been able to come a little bit faster, but it's hard to go into pod when you only have 2 small keys and no big key.
Yeah, I think I only ended up with 3 keys, so I assume a lot of them were in either Turtle Rock or GT, because it was a pendant, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty... I had to convince myself to go in there.
At that point, I think you had exhausted a lot of locations, so by that time, something's got to be there at that point, and luckily those boots were not actually locked behind any keys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I figured that the bar had to be... It's pretty easy at that point.
Yeah, so your early comes from your south routing. You just did everything in one go. That was pretty amazing routing actually. Is that what you do when you get meets and mirror?
I kind of did it on the fly, but if you have mids and mirror, I think you can just link everything at once. I mean, you just want to be as efficient as possible, and minimizing your save and quits and just being able to mirror everywhere helps so much.
Yeah, it's super rare when you're in that situation that you can actually do that, but when it comes up, it's pretty neat. And I don't know if people I don't know if it's practiced enough to where people know exactly how to handle it all. That's just a lot of on the fly, as you said.
Yeah, it almost never happens, because I mean, usually in a normal stage you want to complete missions as quickly as possible. So sometimes you don't immediately do all the overworld you can, but in Key Sanity, you don't doesn't matter as much.
You're gonna have to end up
Smooth
checking
bring
almost.
along
Sorry, you're going a little robot-y if I interrupt you. I'm sorry. Yeah, when you're in Key Sanity, it's really easy to miss something, so you have to be as thorough as possible.
Yeah.
Also, you might want to keep your credits running. I think we will have to. You have to go through to the results screen, right?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing the stream paused here. Explosion boy, exploding over and over again. Alright, Liam is heading upstairs in Ganon's tower.
I mean, that was on 20 minutes today, so we probably won't be seeing the crazy going for like 20 minutes.
It might just end up, depending on the broadcast settings, it might just cut straight to the very end, in fact, if he ends up coming back. Yo, nice. Those Stalfos totally just piled on top of each other for a nice double KO there. I think GT Ascent practice is probably something I need to work on. I feel like personally my execution isn't the best, I feel, so this is definitely something that you should probably practice because you're doing this every single seed, right? I feel like there's always time save here.
Yeah, exactly. It's so worth it, and it's like the highest pressure moment as well.
Yeah.
You're always wondering, oh no, is my opponent going to be done already? I don't see the dot down yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it done. I could be ahead, but I could also throw it away right here. Well, I did like your tactic of the bow strat in these places where there's typically Samaria going on.
Yeah, that's it. I love doing that, especially if you have silvers. It saves you a menu, so I practice it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Does that require sword beams as well to do?
No,
Nice.
you only need to have a bow and a sword. I'm not sure if you can do it with fire sword, but
Oh yeah, because of the shorter range on it. Yeah, you might be right. All right, let's see Liam's bomb throw. Because we ended up coming back to this topic. Yo, there we go. All right, he saved time right there. Ooh. Well, there could have been a huge jerk right there and kind of took a quick left turn there, but he was feeling pretty nice.
So how do you feel the hint of this seed?
they didn't really do much.
Oh, dude, the Cannon's Tower hit. The GT Big Key hit was really great. One right next to the key in Tower of Hera. That was way too funny. I do believe someone did end up clipping that, so that's worth a post somewhere for sure. Oh, almost get the triple right there. That would have been pretty nice.
Yeah, that would have saved the cycle forever.
It was kind of an awkward angle with them and that small triangle formation. Alright, Liam heading down into the Ganon fight. He's probably not too worried about anything. Got enough hearts to last us.
There were some pretty nasty agate patterns, yeah. Where you said that the fourth cycle could, if I had a blue ball, that I wouldn't be able to get the rest. But the fourth cycle always is a energy shot as well.
Oh, that's true. It kind of follows the same pattern that Aghanim 1 does, doesn't it? In that
Yeah, in a way. In a way, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I understood that. Or I understand that now.
Like 1, 4, 7, 10. I mean, if you reach 10, then you're probably in big trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it follows
right.
the cycle.
I do remember that now that you say that. I just didn't recall it at the time.
So right, was this kind of seed what you're looking for when you pick this combination of settings?
Yeah, exactly. I try to play as much to my execution as I can, so clearing everything efficiently and making everyone just sleepy because of key sanity, that's pretty much my goal. Because I know it's not the most entertaining mode at times. I really personally like it, but I can see that full clearing everything is not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason. And that's pretty much what we got. I mean, my entire map tracker is pretty much gray at this point.
All right, Liam has a very nice Ganon fight. Actually gets a triple on the very first possible cycle there, right before the last floor tile fell. Ends up knocking down Ganon, getting a nice triple right at the start there, and will unfortunately finish second place in this race, but congratulations nonetheless.
Yep, and with SR time of 2 hours 7 minutes 4 seconds.
And welcome, Liam. Congratulations on the finish and the very nice Ganon fight, in fact. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, there you are.
Yeah, at least I got to finish with a nice Ganon at least.
So I was a little bit frazzled for coming in so late. What was the point where like the divergence started to happen? I think you ended up getting the flute out of desert just a little bit later there, and I think at that point it was just kind of just trailing slightly behind for the majority of it. Though you did grab the flippers first, I don't think it was too much of a change at that point.
Yeah, unfortunately, when I was doing that sweep down Dark World with the mirror and trying to get everything, I accidentally skipped the digging game and hype cave. That's honestly a situation with the mitts in the mirror that I don't see very often. I actually don't remember the last seed exactly like that. So I turned in the purple chest and just went straight with the book into desert because I saw the bow on the ledge, and I completely forgot to check hype cave, which would have given me the desert small key, which would have given me the flute my first time in desert.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a fair bit of maneuverability with that flute. Fairly early on, I think Eri had grabbed that almost immediately after going through the hype cave. Yeah, you're right. That is a little bit of awkward routing. You usually don't have that combination of items by the time you get out of town.
Yeah, overall, it wasn't a bad seed though. All dungeons. I mean, even for me, a 207 on an all dungeons key sanity is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I was happy you ended up finding that Ice Palace big key out of the bomb wall before going to Ice Palace. I could have swore you were about to just jump into Ice Palace looking for your last item, but thankfully you got the big key first, and that Quake ended up being in the big chest, or I guess it was Vamos.
It was Quake, but I thought about it because I did my routing to Catfish, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna swing around and do all that flipper stuff since I have the flipper, and then just take the portal right into Ice Palace. But then I thought, well, I can clear Misery Mire now, and if I find the Ice Palace big key there, that's a double dip I don't have to do. But then it ended up that I found the Swamp small key and then Misery Mire, so then I cleared that, and after Swamp, since it's right there, I did the big bomb, which, yeah, thankfully I did not do that first dip into IP. That would have hurt really bad.
Yeah, I do remember you walking down out of Zora thinking to do that and just had that last second of indecision there, which I think worked out for you, yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun race. GG area, that was a, for me, this was actually closer than I thought it would be, honestly, on something as execution heavy as 80 keys, but it wasn't a bad seed.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the seed. It was a lot better than yesterday's. I had another Alden ski assembly yesterday. That one was actually terrible. Here, I actually felt like I could enjoy myself. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty nice times for this mode. Can't complain. GG to you as well. Good luck on the rest of your races. I got the gist of what you're going to throw at me next race, so looking forward to scheduling that.
Uh-oh. So
Yeah, that should be fun.
I guess that was your first race then. Do you have... Well, I guess you just alluded to not having scheduled the other one yet. Do you have a time in mind, perhaps?
Yeah, considering I am the only one who is not in America, I believe, I am pretty rough with scheduling. I think weekends are mostly the times where we'll have to schedule, unless it's like really early in the morning or really late.
Yeah, it'll probably end up being. We'll probably do our races on the weekend, but yeah, I don't have actually any races scheduled yet for this week, but we'll see. I think I'm up to 6 now, so only 9 left.
Wow. That is a lot more than my 0. I need to get started.
There's a certain group which has like 3 races done at this point. It's pretty great. All those procrastinators.
I understand their their mindset, honestly. Well, I hope everyone does end up getting all their races in. It seems like a lot, 15 races, but having a little more than a month to do it, I think is pretty doable. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm gonna have my 4th race coming up, and then, I mean, has it been 2 weeks now, or only 1? I don't even remember. But it really is doable. I mean, you might have to make some time, but that's what they said at the start of the tournament. You have to be willing to be a bit flexible.
Yeah, I do remember that one. And this will get a really nice read on, like, I guess the levels of people having to just do so many races. I don't know, but it's randomizer, so who knows in the end.
I would really like to get 15-0, but I don't see that happening. It is randomizer. You can win, especially with this top 96. You can win and lose against anyone. I mean, execution only brings you that far. It gives you a solid edge, but
yeah, especially when the modes are going to be as volatile as really the randomizer.
Yeah, I saw a certain hard swordless Randomizer on the schedule. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I got one of my games is to the 3rd game now, so I'm kind of wondering what the bot ends up spitting back on that one.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great.
Since you have like a race coming up in 20-30 minutes, so we should probably wrap it up here, right?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna let the credits play out for Liam, and then I guess we can go ahead and do our sign-off things. Nice, only 11 bonks. I guess we didn't have the boots for too long, but 11 is still pretty low.
It's less than me. I think I had 16 or something. So, as much as I like boots, I do bonk a lot.
Yeah, well, good luck in your next race too, Eri. You're facing a Fear Agent, I believe, so good luck.
Yeah, thank you. And good luck on your next races as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sorry for making you get up so early.
It's fine.
On a wonderful Sunday. Yeah, well, thank you guys for the interview, for commentating and tracking, all that jazz, and I'll see you around.
All right, take care. And
Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we all enjoy this race. Beautiful execution fest. Don't forget to follow these runners, Dion, Atlas, and Eriror. And Eriror has actually a race coming up. It's not going to be restreamed, but you can just watching on his stream. And if you want to watch more Link Pass randomizers, Don't forget to follow Speed Gaming Network. You're on Speed Gaming 5. We are on Speed Gaming to Speed Gaming 6 and ALTP Randomizer to ALTP Randomizer 4 as well. And thanks to our tracker Falcon, it's a first time tracking. It is a pretty nice job. Definitely better than my first tracking. Kisanity. And I guess later today, starting actually half an hour ago, we have Vivi and in the name of DT on speaking 4, and in about an hour, I'm still confused about this daylight saving, or 2 hours. We have Lyra GG versus Dark Shadow of Midnight right on this channel. So there's still a lot of races to watch. And with that, I've been Plastic.
Yeah, and I've been Mikan. If you want to watch more than ALTTP, we have some Donkey Kong Country and Portal and Momodora. Ooh, Momodora? There's a Momodora tournament going on? Nice. I might have to watch that. Tournaments going on here on the Speed Gaming Network. Check out the Speed Gaming schedule for all your video game needs and watching races and stuff. We all have a good time here. And yeah, I guess that'll just about do it for us. So take care, everyone. Have a nice day.
I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.